The Boston Celtics have played the Charlotte Hornets 4 times this season, and well...
Oh my goodness! My leg!
Yeah, the Celtics owning the Hornets this year is an accurate statement. 2 commonalities over the season series stand out to me. Number 1, all 4 of the Celtics wins have come by double digits, and 2, Jayson Tatum has led Boston in scoring in all 4 of these matchups. The lowest he scored against Charlotte this season was 33, and he followed that off night with a new personal career high against them with 51 just a few days later.
Hornets need to put all their eggs on Tatum. Oh my God! Everyone in the building knew it was coming, and it's still at the 3. God golly! What a baller!
Oh, and in their final matchup of the season, Tatum went for 41 points and 5 threes to become the youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 threes made. So yes, you could say that JT Channels has entered MJ when it's time to play the Hornets. You know, it's easy for top teams to take a night off against a team like Charlotte, but not Boston and not Tatum. So what's motivating JT to go off against the Hornets every time they play? Well, I believe it's got something to do with that Jordan guy. So today, we'll dive into MJ's association with the Hornets as the owner of the franchise and Tatum's association with Jordan Brand as a signature athlete and how that's created a conflict of interest between the two. We'll look into how this relationship gives JT added motivation when facing the Hornets and also how he could have taken personal a text or lack thereof from MJ. This is Topic Tackle. Let's go. What's good, people? JC3 here. Appreciate you tuning in once again to Topic Tackle, where we dive deep into the basketball world, seeing through the storylines and narratives to give you the perspective that the media doesn't venture to. So if you're tired of all the shallow analysis out there and you want to become a deep diver, go ahead and hit subscribe. Please leave a like on this video. I greatly appreciate it as always. So while we all know Michael Jordan from his time with the Washington Wizards...
You what?
Of course I'm kidding. You know, Jordan is the famous athlete from the Birmingham Barons.
Stop it.
I mean, I'm not wrong. I can't be the only one who wouldn't know who the Barons were if not for Michael Jordan, but you know, I'll stop the games here, okay? We all know MJ is the famous actor from Space Jam.
Bruh.
Now, you may think that all this is either annoying or funny, but either way, it still makes my point. MJ is a man of many hats, and he's taken on many public endeavors that have ended up being wildly successful. And as a North Carolina native, when the opportunity arose for MJ to get involved with the NBA's newest franchise in Charlotte, he jumped at it. Jordan became a minority owner in the Bobcats in 2005, was one of their top stakeholders, and also got the responsibility of building the roster. In 2010, he purchased the team for $275 million and said, "Purchasing the Bobcats is the culmination of my post-playing career goal of becoming the majority owner of an NBA franchise." He added, "I'm especially pleased to have this opportunity to build a winning team in my home state of North Carolina." Now, while the team has only seen the playoffs 3 times since 2010 and managed to win only 3 games over their 3 first-round exits, it's hard to argue against this purchase being a personal financial success for MJ, as the Hornets are now valued at $1.77 billion according to Sportico. And as far as play on the court goes, who knows, if they keep this losing pace up, their chances of winding up with the number 1 pick in Victor Wembanyama increase, so at least they got that going for them at the moment. Anyway, while MJ is far from Mark Cuban status in terms of being a visible owner at games, he has showed up to a number of Hornets games throughout the years, including this one where he looked ready to check in with that ball in his hands, if you ask me. And there's this video of Jordan invested in what would be a Hornets home win over the Warriors early in the 21-22 season. So yeah, just imagine playing in front of the GOAT every night, and if you've got a pulse, you're sure to gain some extra motivation from that. And that has backfired more than once against MJ's team. You know, remember LeBron staring down MJ on the fast break before his tomahawk dunk in Game 3 of the opening round of the 2014 playoffs? Just Michael's mere presence was reason enough for LeBron to dominate that much more. Now imagine what could happen if you combine a player's motivation to dominate against MJ's team, and if Jordan did, or the lack thereof him doing something, also made it personal for said player. Insert Jayson Tatum, because as a Jordan Brand signature athlete, JT is already in with MJ in a way, even though his first interaction with the legend Couldn't have gone any worse. In an interview with Graham Bensinger, Tatum revealed that he met MJ for the first time in 2019 at a Jordan Brand event in Paris, and this happened.
And I'm shaking, I went to go shake his hand, and I knock over his wine glass, and it broke, and it spilled all over the table. And I was trying to clean up, and he was like, you good? He was like, just relax, it's all right.
Well, apparently MJ let it slide because he knows talent when he sees it, and Tatum is set to have his first signature shoe with Jordan Brand release in the spring of 2023. And because of this partnership, Tatum and Jordan appear to have a good relationship, as JT revealed in a recent interview with Complex that Jordan will text him every once in a while after he has a big game. Well, there's been no shortage of those this year for the MVP candidate, who's averaging 30.8 points per game, is leading the league in total points, and is on pace to become the Celtics' single-season leading scorer, which would be an impressive accomplishment in itself, especially for someone who's not even 25 years old yet, playing for such a historic franchise. All right, let's pause for a quick shout out to Rakuten, who is not sponsoring this video, by the way. They're just the #1 option for cashback with online shopping. I use Rakuten, whether it's through the website or the app, every time I shop online, and I have a link in the description down below. Now, I'm completely transparent. This is an affiliate link. I will get credit if you go to this link, but most importantly, you will get credit, because when you spend $30, you'll get $30 back, and whatever store that you're shopping at, depending on the cash back that they're giving right now, you'll get that percentage back as well. It's legit. I've used this for years. Think about it like this. Support my channel through the link by buying whatever you want online. That's a pretty good deal, right? Let's get back to the video. And Tatum's highest scoring game of the season came on MLK Day against, you guessed it, the Charlotte Hornets. JT dropped 51 points on over 65% from the field and went 7 of 12 from 3. An absolutely ballistic offensive performance in the second game of a back-to-back on the Hornets' home floor. Tatum was asked, "You dropped 51 points against MJ's Hornets on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Did he give you any grief for what you did to his team?" His response, "He'll text me every once in a while when I have a big game, but he didn't text me after that one." Laughs. Referring to Jordan not sending Tatum a text after his 51-point game, the Complex reporter asked, "Do you think that was pretty intentional?" Tatum's response, "Maybe so. I know he watches all the Hornets games, so he saw. Even when he does reach out and text me after a good game, that's still pretty surreal. Even when I see his name come across my phone, it still doesn't seem real." Now look, Tatum smiles a lot. He seems like a generally happy guy, and I'm sure that he has a healthy level of respect for MJ, but don't let this fool you, because deep down, there's a serious competitor in him that echoes the Mamba he looked up to. Because the next time the Celtics played the Hornets, it was the final game of the season series, and Tatum made sure to make Charlotte's one and only appearance on ESPN this season end with an L. Despite no Jaylen Brown in the lineup due to a facial fracture he suffered after running into Tatum in the Celtics' win over the Sixers a few days earlier, JT put the team on his back by dropping 41 points on just about 62% from the field with 5 threes. And the highlight of the night was a combo move in and out to crossover to hammer from JT that put an exclamation point on the night. The final damage Jayson Tatum did to Charlotte in the 4-game season series sweep. Just look at those numbers, man. And to all this, you may say, so what? The Hornets are among the worst teams in the league. It doesn't matter how Tatum plays against them. And to that I say, okay, keep that same energy with Boston's negative record against Orlando this season, because guess what? When they lost those games and Tatum didn't play that well, you seem to care. Guess what? This ain't no BK. You can't have it your way, baby. But if assuming that all of Tatum's performances matter in his case for MVP this season, we got to factor in his dominance against the Hornets, even if they are indeed the Hornets. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Tatum used MJ's non-text as motivation, or is that a reach? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. As always, stay solid, people.